My wife said, "Stop smothering me. I'll contact you when I want to." I said, "Understood." Then I blocked her notifications, turned off location sharing, and removed her from my emergency contacts. 2 weeks later, she showed up at my workplace, emotionally distressed over why I hadn't replied to her 87 desperate messages. I should have seen it coming. The arguments had been escalating for weeks. Every conversation turned into an accusation. I worked too much. I did not give her enough attention. Then it flipped. I was too clingy. I needed to give her space. I could not win. It was a Thursday night when everything fell apart. I got home from work around 6 in the evening. She was in the bedroom, suitcase open on the bed, clothes folded in neat piles. What is going on? She did not look at me. I need some time away from here. I am going to stay at Kelsey's for a few weeks. A few weeks? Because of what? Last night's argument. Because of everything. We are going in circles. I need to think. I tried to talk her out of it. I really did. We can work this out. It does not have to come to this. I am not asking for your permission. I am telling you what is going to happen. The finality in her voice caught me off guard. She zipped the suitcase, grabbed her car keys, and left just like that after 15 years together. And she walked out over a disagreement about me checking in too much when she went out. The first night was strange. The house felt too quiet. I kept expecting to hear her footsteps, her voice, but there was nothing. On Saturday, I started wondering if I should reach out. Maybe she was waiting for me to make the first move. So I sent a text. "Hey, just checking to see if you are okay." No reply for 3 hours. Then a single word, "Fine." Sunday afternoon, I tried calling. It went straight to voicemail. I sent another message. "Can we talk about this?" Her reply came an hour later and was colder than expected. "Stop smothering me. I will contact you when I want to." I stared at that message for a good minute. Smothering. That is what she called it. The fact that I cared enough to check in after she abruptly moved out was smothering. I replied with a single word, "Understood." Then I did something I had never done before. I went into my phone settings. I turned off all notifications for her number. The texts would still come through, but I would not see them unless I opened the app. Next, I disabled location sharing. We had had it on for years, mostly for practical reasons like grocery store runs and traffic updates. Done. Then I scrolled down to my emergency contacts. Her name was at the top of the list. I deleted it. I added my brother instead. I sat on the couch, phone in hand, feeling something I had not felt in months. Relief. She wanted space. Fine. She was going to get exactly what she asked for. No more messages, no more calls, no more checking in. If she wanted to reach me, my number had not changed, but I was done chasing someone who called basic concern smothering. That night, I slept better than I had in weeks. No arguments looping in my head. No wondering what I had done wrong this time. Just silence. The next morning, I made coffee without anyone criticizing how much I was drinking. I watched a game without someone sighing loudly in the background. I ordered takeout from the place she always said was too greasy. It felt good. By Tuesday, I had found a rhythm. Work, gym, home. I even called Tyler, a buddy I had not seen in months. We grabbed a drink after work. He asked about her. She is staying with a friend for a bit. Some issues, something like that. He did not push. We talked about other things. Work, sports, normal stuff. When I got home that evening, I realized I had not thought about her once the entire night. Wednesday at the office, a coworker of mine, Avery, stopped by my desk. "You seem different lately." "Different how?" "I do not know." "Lighter, maybe." I shrugged. "I am just focusing on work." She smiled. "Well, whatever it is, keep it up." I did not tell her the truth, that for the first time in months, I was not walking on eggshells. I was not constantly worried about saying the wrong thing. I was not bracing for the next argument. I was just existing, and it felt amazing. Thursday marked 1 week since she left. My phone buzzed. A text from her mom. "Is everything okay between you two?" I kept it simple. She asked for space. I am giving it to her. Oh, I was not aware. She did not mention anything. Ask her. The conversation ended there. I was not going to explain her decisions for her. Friday night, Tyler texted to see if I wanted to go to a bar downtown. Normally, I would have declined. She hated it when I went out without her, but she was not there, and she had been clear about not wanting me to contact her. Yeah, I am in. We met up with a few other guys from my old softball league. Guys I had not seen in over a year. They asked where I had been. Life got busy, but I am back now. One of them, Mason, laughed. About time. We missed you. It was a good night. No drama, no tension, just a group of guys shooting the breeze and watching the game on the bar television. When I got home around 11 at night, I checked my phone out of habit. No new messages, no missed calls, nothing. Good. She wanted me to stop smothering her. Mission accomplished. Week 2 started with something I had not experienced in years. Real peace. Monday morning, I woke up at 6 without an alarm. I made breakfast. Eggs, bacon, toast, the kind of meal she always complained about because it was too heavy. I ate every bite. At work, my focus sharpened. Projects I had been dragging out for a long time were suddenly finished. Deadlines that seemed impossible became manageable. Avery noticed. You are on fire this week. What happened? I just cleared my mind. She gave me a knowing look, but did not press the issue. Tuesday after work, Tyler called. We are doing trivia night at O'Malley's. You coming? 2 weeks ago, I would have automatically said no. She hated trivia nights. She said they were boring. So I had stopped going. Yeah. What time? 7 o'clock. Do not be late. I got there at 6:55. The place was packed. Our usual table in the back was already taken by Tyler and 4 other guys. They cheered when they saw me. Look who decided to rejoin society. Mason yelled. I slid into the booth, ordered a beer, and for the next 3 hours, I did not think about her once. We finished second. Lost by 2 points on a question about European capitals. Tyler blamed me. You said Budapest was in the Czech Republic. It is close enough. It is in Hungary, idiot. Everyone laughed, including me. When was the last time I had laughed like that? Months, probably. Wednesday, I got a text from her aunt. We had always gotten along well. She was direct, did not play games. Your mother-in-law called me. She said things are complicated. Are you doing okay? I appreciated that she asked about me first. I am doing okay. She needed space, so I am giving it to her. That is mature of you. Most guys would be blowing up her phone. She was pretty clear about what she wanted. Fair enough. If you need anything, let me know. That was it. No judgment. No taking sides, just checking in. Thursday at noon, I ran into Carter from accounting. We had worked on a project together last year, but had not talked much since. Hey, wanna grab lunch? There is a new taco place down the street. Sure. Over carnitas and hot sauce. Carter asked the question I had been avoiding all week. So I heard through the grapevine that you were going through some stuff. You holding up okay? Define okay. He laughed. Fair point. You seem fine, honestly. Better than fine, actually. I am doing well. My wife wanted space. I gave it to her. Life goes on. It is simple. It is supposed to be complicated. Carter shook his head. Most people would make it complicated. Good on you for not being dramatic. Friday marked 2 weeks. I stopped by the gym after work. I had started going regularly again. Something else I had dropped because she always complained I spent too much time there. At the weight rack, I ran into Cooper, an old college buddy who had moved to the city 6 months ago. We kept saying we should get together, but we never actually did. Man, is that you, Cooper? What is up? I have been trying to reach you for months. You finally answering your phone now. I laughed. Yeah, my schedule freed up recently. Well, great. Let us fix that. Are you free Saturday? I am now. Saturday morning, I woke up with no plans. No errands she had left for me. No social obligations with her friends, just an empty day. I called Cooper. We met for breakfast at a diner near the highway. We spent 2 hours catching up. He told me about his new job, his girlfriend, the house he wanted to buy, normal life stuff. What about you? He asked. Still at the same company. Yeah, I actually just got promoted. Cool. And married life? Currently on pause. He raised an eyebrow. Sounds like a story. Not much to tell. She wanted time apart. I am giving it to her. For how long? 2 weeks so far. And you are this calm about it. I shrugged. What is the alternative? Chase after someone who told me to back off? No thanks. Cooper laughed. You have changed, man. College you would have been a wreck. College me was an idiot. True. That afternoon, I tackled the garage. Something I had been putting off for months. I organized the tools, threw out the trash. When I finished, it looked like a different space. Sunday, I did nothing, absolutely nothing. I watched football, ordered a pizza, did not obsessively check my phone, did not wonder what she was doing. I did not care. Around 8 that night, Tyler texted me. You coming to the game next week, right? What game? Softball. We need a first baseman. I had quit the team 2 years ago. She said it took up too much time. Yeah, I am in. Seriously? Why not? Because you have been missing in action for 2 years. Things change. Monday of week 3 started with a surprise. Avery stopped by my desk again. Okay, I have to know what happened. You are like a different person. I am. Yes, you are actually smiling. You are finishing work early. You went to happy hour last Friday. Who are you and what have you done with the guy who looked miserable every Monday? I leaned back in my chair. Maybe I was just in a bad situation and did not realize it. She studied me for a second. Well, whatever changed, it is working. Keep it up. That evening, I got a text from a number I did not recognize. It was Kelsey's husband, Travis. We had met a few times at gatherings, but we had never really talked. Hey man, just checking in. Kelsey mentioned your wife is staying with us. You holding up okay? Interesting. So she had told them I was not contacting her. I am doing fine. Thanks for asking. Cool. Let me know if you need anything. I did not reply. What was there to say? Tuesday, I signed up for a woodworking class at the community center. Something I had always wanted to try but never had the time for. First session was Saturday morning. Wednesday, I went to the driving range with Mason. I hit a bucket of balls, did not talk about anything serious, just enjoyed the evening. Thursday, I cooked a real meal, steak, roasted vegetables, mashed potatoes, sat at the table alone, and did not feel lonely, just content. That night, my phone buzzed. Her mom again. Have you talked to her? No. Why not? She asked me not to contact her. I am respecting that. 3 dots appeared, then disappeared, then reappeared. I think there has been a misunderstanding. There has not been. She was very clear. No reply after that. Friday marked the end of the week. I had gone 21 days without initiating contact, 21 days without an argument, 21 days without constantly feeling like I was doing something wrong. Avery ran into me at the coffee machine. So, are you going to tell me what is going on, or do I have to keep guessing? What do you mean? You know exactly what I mean. You have been different for weeks, and I am curious. So, I am asking. I poured my coffee. My wife wanted space. I gave it to her, that is all. That is all. Most people would be a wreck. Why? She got what she asked for. I got some peace. Everyone wins. Avery shook her head, smiling. You are either incredibly sane or in complete denial. Maybe both. She laughed and walked away. That evening, I stayed late at the office. Not because I had to, just because I wanted to finish a project I had started. When I finally left around 8 in the evening, the building was almost empty. On the drive home, my phone rang, unknown number. I let it go to voicemail. Probably spam, but something told me things were about to get interesting. The voicemail was from her mom. I listened to it while making breakfast Saturday morning. Hi, it is me again. I know you said she asked for space, but I am worried. She seems upset that you have not called. Can you just reach out to her? I think there was a miscommunication. I deleted the message. There was no miscommunication. She told me to stop smothering her. She said she would contact me when she wanted to. Those were her exact words. I was not going to play the game where I had to decode what she really wanted versus what she said. The woodworking class was exactly what I needed. 8 people, including me. The instructor, an older guy named Ron, walked us through the basic tools and safety. At the end of the 2-hour session, I had made a simple cutting board. Nothing fancy, but it was mine. You have got steady hands, Ron said. Have you done this before? First time. Natural talent. See you next week then. Absolutely. On the way home, Tyler called. Softball practice is tomorrow at 10. You still in? Yeah, I will be there. Good, because Cooper signed up too. We are getting the band back together. Sunday morning at the field, it felt like stepping back in time. The same dusty diamond, the same chain-link fence, the same smell of fresh-cut grass and dirt. Cooper was already warming up when I got there. Look at you arriving on time. I am a changed man. We ran drills for an hour. My arm was sore, but it felt good, productive. At the end, Mason pulled me aside. Man, I gotta ask, what happened? You disappeared for 2 years, and now you are back like nothing changed. Life happened, and then it happened. I laughed. That is the most cryptic answer I have ever heard. It is the most honest one I have got. Monday morning, Avery was waiting at my desk with coffee. Okay, Spill. I bumped into Tyler's girlfriend at Target yesterday. She said you were hanging out with the guys again. What is going on? A guy cannot hang out with his friends. Not when that guy has spent the last 2 years as a hermit. So yeah, something is up. I took the coffee. My wife moved out 3 weeks ago. I am handling it. Her eyes widened. Wait, what? And you were this okay with it? She wanted space. I gave it to her. What am I supposed to do? Fall apart? Most people would at least seem upset. I was upset for about 2 days. Then I realized I felt better without the constant tension. Avery sat on the edge of my desk. That is either the healthiest thing I have ever heard, or you are repressing everything. It is not repressing, it is just accepting reality. She studied me for a moment. You know what? Good for you. Seriously, most guys would be texting her nonstop, begging her to come back. She told me not to contact her. I am just following instructions. Tuesday afternoon, I got a text from Travis again. Kelsey's husband. Hey man, Kelsey wanted me to ask if you were planning on talking to your wife anytime soon. She has been asking about you. I stared at the message, then replied. She knows how to reach me. 3 dots appeared immediately. I think she is waiting for you to make the first move. She told me not to contact her. I am respecting her wishes. Are you sure that is what she meant? I almost laughed. It is what she said. If she meant something else, she should have used different words. No reply after that. Wednesday, I got a call during lunch. Her mom again. I picked it up this time. Hello. Finally. You have been ignoring my calls. I have been busy. Too busy to check on your wife. She is not missing. She is staying at Kelsey's. If there was an emergency, someone would have told me. That is not the point. She is your wife. You should be fighting for your marriage. I took a breath. Stay calm. She told me very clearly to stop smothering her and that she would contact me when she wanted to. I am doing exactly what she asked. But that is not what she meant. Then what did she mean? Silence on the other end, then a frustrated sigh. You are being intentionally difficult. I am being literal. There is a difference. She wants you to show you care about her by ignoring her direct request. That makes no sense. You are impossible. She hung up. I finished my sandwich. Thursday evening, Cooper and I met up at the driving range again. He had been quiet for most of the session until we were on the last bucket of balls. Can I ask you something? Sure. Are you really okay with all this? Your wife leaving, I mean. I lined up a shot. Honestly, yeah, I am. That fast. It was not fast. It had been building for months, maybe years. This was just the breaking point. And when she told me to back off, something clicked. I realized I had been walking on eggshells for so long that I had forgotten what it felt like to just exist without constant criticism. I swung. The ball flew straight down the range. Damn, Cooper said. That is heavy. It is what it is. So what happens now? No idea. She wanted space. She has it. If she decides she wants to talk, she knows where to find me. But I am not chasing her. Cooper nodded slowly. I respect that. It takes courage to stand your ground. I did not walk away. I just stopped running after her. Friday afternoon, I was in a meeting when my phone started vibrating. I ignored it. Work first. When the meeting ended an hour later, I checked my messages. For texts from her aunt. Can you please call her? She is really upset. I do not know what happened between you two, but this silent treatment is not helping. She needs to hear from you. I called her aunt back during my drive home. Hey, I got your messages. Oh, good. Listen, I know you are giving her space, but she is really struggling right now. With what? With the fact that you are not contacting her. She thinks you do not care. My voice shifted. Let me clarify. She told me to stop contacting her. I did exactly that, and now she is upset that I listened. Well, when you put it like that, that is literally what happened. Her aunt was quiet for a moment. You are right. But you know how she is. She says things she does not mean when she is emotional. Then maybe she should think before she speaks. I am not a mind reader. If she wants to talk, she can call me. My number has not changed. You are really not going to budge on this. No. You have changed. I have, for the better. She sighed. I hope you two work this out. Me too. But on my terms, not through games. That evening, Tyler invited me to a barbecue at his place. His girlfriend, Haley, was there with a few other couples. Normal people, no drama, having normal conversations. Haley pulled me aside while Tyler flipped the burgers. So Tyler told me about your situation. Really? He said your wife left, and you are handling it like a champ. I shrugged. I am handling it the only way that makes sense. By not chasing her, by respecting what she asked for. Haley smiled. That is either brilliant or insane. I have not decided which. Why not both? She laughed. Fair point. For what it is worth, I think you are doing the right thing. If she wanted you to fight for her, she should have said so instead of pushing you away. Exactly. The barbecue went on until almost midnight. I drove home feeling content. No anxiety, no doubt, just peace. Saturday morning, I woke up to a text from an unknown number. It was Kelsey. We need to talk about what is going on. I did not reply. I was not interested in that conversation. Sunday at softball practice, Mason asked how I was holding up. Same as yesterday, same as the day before. You are weirdly zen about this. What is the alternative? Fall apart because someone told me to leave her alone and I actually did it? He laughed. When you say it like that, it sounds ridiculous. Because it is. Week 4, I had established a routine I really liked. Work, gym, hobbies, friends. Simple, uncomplicated, no drama. And then everything changed. Monday morning started normally. Coffee at 6, out the door by 7. At 9, I had a meeting with the executive team. A big, career-making presentation. My phone was on silent in my pocket. I completely forgot about it. Focused on the presentation, it went well. My boss, Kevin, pulled me aside afterward. Excellent work. We are moving forward with your proposal. I got back to my desk around 10:30. That is when I remembered my phone. 87 unread messages. I sat down slowly. I opened the app. Every single message was from her. The first one came at 8:42. Hey. Then at 8:50. How are you? 9:15. Are you ignoring me? 9:35. I cannot believe you are doing this. 9:48. Answer me. They became progressively more frantic. By the end, in all caps, answer your phone right now. Where are you? This is unacceptable. I scrolled through all of them. 23 missed calls too. I set the phone down, took a sip of coffee, typed a simple reply. You asked me not to contact you. I respected that. What changed? 30 seconds later, she called. I let it ring. Send a text instead. I am at work. I cannot talk right now. When can you talk? Later. When is later? When I am not working. It is important. So is my job. 3 dots appeared, disappeared, reappeared. You have changed. I replied. You wanted space. I gave it to you. That changes a person. No reply for 5 minutes. Then another call. I declined it. I told you I am at work. I need to talk to you right now. And I need to finish my work. The world does not stop because you decided today is the day you want to talk. The messages stopped. For about an hour. At noon, Carter and I grabbed lunch. You seem tense, he said. My wife broke 4 weeks of silence with 87 messages this morning. Carter almost choked. 87. I counted them myself. And you are not calling back. I told her I would talk when I was done with work. He smiled. You are my hero. At 2, the messages started again. Please call me. We need to talk. Are you serious? I am not playing games. I replied, me neither. You told me exactly what you wanted. I gave it to you. That is not fair. What is not fair is expecting me to guess what you meant instead of taking your words seriously. You know I did not mean it like that. How would I know? Stop being difficult. I put my phone away. At 3:30, Travis called. Hey man, your wife is very upset over here. She has been crying all morning. I told her I would talk when I finished work. She thinks you are avoiding her. I am at my job, doing my job. Travis sighed. You are right. I will tell her you will call when you can. At 4, I finished work. My phone buzzed. If you do not call me in the next hour, I am coming to your office. I replied, do not do that. I am serious. Me too. I will call you tonight. At my pace, not yours. I drove home, stopped at the grocery store, took my time, got home around 5:30, changed clothes, made a drink. At 6, I called her back. Where were you? At work, then running errands. I have been trying to reach you all day. I know. I told you I would call when I was done with work. That was hours ago, and now I am calling. What do you want? Silence. Then, I needed to hear your voice. You are hearing it now. What else? Why are you being like this? Like what? Cold, distant. You wanted space. You told me to stop smothering you. I am giving you what you asked for. But you were not supposed to actually do it. There it is. So you wanted me to ignore your direct request? No, I wanted you to care enough about me to try. I did. 2 days after you left, you rejected me, so I backed off. Like you told me to. You were supposed to fight harder. Why? So you could reject me again? I am done with games. She started crying. I cannot believe you are doing this to me. I am not doing anything to you. You told me to stop contacting you. I listened. I made a mistake. I was emotional. Then you should have been clearer. But you waited 4 weeks. In those 4 weeks, I realized something. What? That I am happier without the constant arguments, without worrying about saying the wrong thing. She went quiet. I need to see you. Why? We need to talk. Not on the phone. Okay, but not tonight. Tomorrow after work. Riverside Cafe on 5th Street, 6 o'clock. I want to talk at the house. We are not meeting at the house. Public place. Take it or leave it. Long pause. Okay. 6 o'clock. See you tomorrow. I hung up. Texted Tyler. You free for dinner tonight? Yeah. What is up? Just need to get out. Say no more. Miller's Tavern in 1 hour. I grabbed my jacket and left. Whatever happened tomorrow, I would handle it on my terms. Tuesday afternoon, I was in a budget meeting when my desk phone rang, then rang again. Avery poked her head into the conference room. There is someone here to see you. She says it is urgent. My stomach tied in knots. I excused myself and followed Avery to the lobby. She was standing near the reception desk. Her eyes were red from crying. We need to talk right now. Every head in the lobby turned. Great. I told you 6 at Riverside Cafe. I could not wait that long. I took her arm gently and led her to an empty conference room down the hall. The walls were glass. Everyone could see us, but at least they could not hear us. I closed the door. You cannot just show up at my work like this. You were not answering your phone. Because I am working, like I told you yesterday. What is so urgent that it could not wait 3 more hours? She stared at me like I had a second head. Are you serious right now? We have not spoken in a month, and you are acting like it is nothing. You told me not to contact you. I respected that. Now you are mad that I actually listened. I did not think you would just stop caring. I leaned against the table, crossed my arms. I did not stop caring. I stopped chasing. There is a difference. No, you completely shut me out. I have been trying to call you for days. 2 days. You called me yesterday morning. It is Tuesday afternoon. That is barely 36 hours, and you ignored every message I sent. I was in an important meeting yesterday morning. Then I replied and said I would call later, which I did at 6, like an adult with a job and responsibilities. She opened her mouth, closed it, opened it again. You have changed. You keep saying that. Yeah, I have changed. You wanted space. I gave it to you. During that space, I realized I was happier, calmer, not constantly worried about saying the wrong thing. So yeah, I have changed. That is not fair. What is not fair? Me taking your words seriously? Me not playing guessing games about what you really meant? I was upset. I did not mean for you to shut me out completely. Then what did you mean? Because, stop smothering me. I will contact you when I want. It seems pretty clear to me. She started crying harder. I did not move. I did not comfort her. I just waited. I thought you would fight for us, she finally said. Why would I fight for someone who told me to leave her alone? Because that is what you were supposed to do. You were supposed to show you care. I shook my head. No. Showing I care means respecting what you ask for, not ignoring your words, and doing what I think you secretly want instead. That is manipulation. I do not do that. She wiped her eyes, looked around the room, noticed the glass walls, saw people walking by, stealing glances. Everyone is looking, she murmured. Yeah, because you showed up at my job in emotional distress. That is exactly why I said we would meet at a cafe, neutral ground, private, but you could not wait. So here we are. I just wanted to see you. You see me now? What? She looked lost, as if she had rehearsed this conversation in her head and nothing was going according to script. I want us to talk like we planned. Okay. Riverside Cafe, 6 o'clock. Do not be late. Cannot we just go now? No. I have work to finish, and you need to leave before this gets any more awkward than it already is. I went to the door, opened it. She stood there for a moment, then walked past me into the hallway. I watched her leave through the lobby. Several co-workers quickly looked away when I glanced in their direction. Back at my desk, Avery was waiting. So that was your wife? Yeah. She seems upset. She is. Are you okay? I am fine. You do not look fine. You look exhausted. I sat down. I am exhausted. But not from today. From the last 2 years of this. Avery nodded slowly. For what it is worth, you handled that well. Stayed calm. Did not get defensive. Thanks. She patted my shoulder and walked away. At 5:30, I packed up, drove to Riverside Cafe, arrived 15 minutes early, ordered a black coffee, and sat at a corner table with my back to the wall. She arrived at 6:03, saw me immediately, approached slowly. Hi. Sit down. She sat across from me, crossed her hands on the table. I am sorry about earlier. You should be. It was unprofessional and embarrassing. I know I panicked. Why? Because you were not answering. Because you seemed fine without me. Because I felt like I was losing you. I took a sip of coffee. You lost me when you told me to stop contacting you. You just did not realize it yet. Her face crumpled. Do not say that. It is the truth. You wanted space, you got it. And during that space, I realized something important. What? That I do not want to be in a relationship where I have to walk on eggshells, where every conversation is a potential argument, where I am constantly guessing what you mean instead of what you say. But that is not who we are. It is exactly who we were. And I am not interested in going back to it. She reached across the table. I pulled my hand away. Please, she whispered. We can fix this. Can we? Or are you just scared of being alone? She did not answer. That told me everything I needed to know. I finished my coffee, stood up. Wait, where are you going? Home. We are done here. But we just started talking. No, you just realized I am serious. There is a difference. I left her sitting at that table, went to my car, and drove home without looking back. Whatever happened next was up to her. But I had already made my decision. She called 10 times that night. I did not answer any of them. Wednesday morning, she was waiting in the parking lot when I got to work. I walked right past her without stopping. Please, just 5 minutes. I kept walking. Security noticed. One of the guards approached her as I walked into the building. At noon, Kevin called me into his office. Is everything all right? I heard there was an incident yesterday. Personal matter, it will not happen again. Good, because that promotion we discussed, it is yours. Effective next month. I should have felt excited. Instead, I just felt tired. Thursday, she showed up at the softball field during practice. Tyler intercepted her before she reached me. He does not want to talk to you right now. You do not know what he wants. Actually, I do, he told me. Leave him alone. She left crying. Mason jogged over to me. That was intense. Yeah. You good? Getting there. Friday night, my phone rang. Her mom again, I answered. She is devastated. You have to talk to her. I talked to her on Tuesday at the cafe. She did not like what I had to say. You cannot just give up on your marriage. I did not give up. I just stopped fighting for someone who clearly does not know what she wants. That is cruel. No. Cruel is telling someone to leave you alone and then punishing them for doing it. I am just protecting myself. I hung up. Saturday morning, she sent one last text. Can we please try again? I know I messed up. I will do anything. I stared at that text for a long time, thinking about everything. The arguments, the tension, the 4 weeks of peace, the chaos. When she decided she wanted me back, I typed my reply carefully. You wanted to know if I could live without you. Turns out I can, and I prefer it. You tested me to see if I would fight for you. I chose to respect your words instead. That is who I am. If you wanted something different, you should have communicated better. I am not interested in relationships built on games and tests. I wish you the best, but we are done. I hit send, then I blocked her number. Sunday at Tyler's barbecue, Haley pulled me aside. I heard what happened. Are you okay? Honestly. Yeah. For the first time in years, I feel like I can breathe. Good, you deserve that. Monday morning, I walked into the office with real energy. Avery noticed immediately. You look different. I feel different. Good different. Very good different. 3 months later, Carter asked if I was seeing anyone. Not yet, still enjoying not smothering anyone. He laughed. 6 months after that, I ran into her at the grocery store. She looked tired, started to approach me. I nodded politely and kept walking. Tyler asked me once if I had any regrets. About what? Not fighting harder for your marriage. I thought about it. No, she told me what she wanted. I gave it to her. If she did not mean it, that is not my fault. I spent 2 years walking on eggshells. I am not doing that anymore. Not for her, not for anyone. A year after it all ended, I was at Cooper's wedding. His bride asked if I was seeing anyone. Not seriously, just taking my time. Good for you. The right person will not make you guess what they need. She was right. I had learned the hard way that actions have consequences. Words matter, and when someone tells you to leave them alone, sometimes the kindest thing you can do is to actually listen. She wanted space. I gave it all to her, and I never looked back. Our story has come to an end. Comment. Hey everyone. This story really made me reflect on how important it is to respect boundaries in relationships. When someone asks for space, sometimes the most respectful thing you can do is actually give it to them. I believe protecting your own peace is never selfish. It takes real self-respect to stop chasing and start focusing on your healing. Choosing calm over constant tension can open the door to genuine clarity. Taking responsibility for your own well-being is one of the kindest things you can do for yourself. You deserve relationships where you don't have to guess what the other person truly means. Setting healthy boundaries shows maturity and care, both for you and for others. I hope this encourages you to value your inner peace and live with more honesty and kindness every day. If you like the stories, don't forget to leave a comment and support the channel by subscribing. See you in the upcoming stories.